Hey y'all. I told y'all I was gonna be out here. Hold on. Let me get my stuff set up right. Right here. Let me, I'm right here. Thank you. You turned the lights out? Yeah. Gotta get my ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, y'all, so let me see. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. This guy is up here better than me, so hold on, y'all. Because I need y'all full undivided attention with the shit that I'm about to drop a load on. And y'all, man, y'all gonna be like, what? Now, this is what I got on. I'm in the house, I'm looking crazy. I don't care. Okay? Let me loosen up a little bit. Okay, so I hope y'all can hear me. I got my bonnet on. I'm in the house. I'm good. Because I'm about to take y'all on a little journey, right? This is going to be in probably like 2 to 3 parts. And no, I'm not doing this for likes, follows. I'm not doing any of this because of the TikTok ban that's going on. None of this. It has taken everything in me to put this story out there. I don't like putting all my business out there. But this has to be put out there so people can know what the severity of things that's been going on and that is still currently going on in Chicago. And I'm pretty sure it's not just in Chicago, it's probably in other states too. But let me go ahead and get started. So I am going to start with the first part of how everything started. I'm going to start with a little bit of my background because I have been playing around in the streets. I am going to give you guys the information that has led up to the trials and tribulations that me and both my mom have been dealing with for the last 2 years. The full story is going to be put in 3 parts on my podcast. But I'm going to start with the first part of the story on here so you guys can get an understanding of what the fuck I'm talking about. And then if you guys want to hear part 2 and 3, y'all can hear that on the podcast. Once it's completed and done and uploaded on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, I'm going to post it on my page and in my story on TikTok and on Instagram and on Facebook. Feel me? I don't do so much on YouTube, but I will. So let's go ahead and get started. So if anybody know me for real or know anything about me, and I'm not talking about for the people that think they know me or the ones that think they know anything about me, but I have a baby daddy. He's deceased, and so that's why you gotta be careful who you have kids with. Our 2 eldest children together. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting up here looking at this wig. This better be enough to roll up the blunt. But our 2 eldest children together, yeah, there's more than enough. Damn, they're grown. My oldest one is 16, get ready to be 17 in April. My second eldest child, she is 15, get ready to be 16 in August of this year, okay? Now, my eldest child, and I'm not going to disclose my children's name because I don't play about kids. Straight up. Hence the reason why I'm in the position that I'm in now, because I don't play about my kids or any kids, period. So, my daughter, she has had her own behavior problems. I have gotten, these teenagers, like, peer pressure is a motherfucker. So she had her own share of behavioral problems, but she was, keyword was at Art in Motion. That's a whole nother story. And she was having behavioral problems there. She was having behavioral problems at home. Spoiled child, couldn't get her way, as most kids are. Ungrateful, selfish, all of those things. I am not. And so she was having behavioral problems there, but nonetheless, speeding before she got to the age she's at now. And all of this will make sense once I start getting into the meat of everything. My second eldest child, I stopped dealing with the family. I stopped dealing with my baby daddy when I was pregnant. Keyword, pregnant with my 15, almost 16-year-old daughter. So I stopped fucking with them. And the reason why I stopped fucking with them, here's why. Let's pause. Before I had kids with my baby daddy, I was on the 9. That meaning everybody know on the 9. It's Chicago, 79th Street. My baby daddy, Lucino. If y'all can see, I got the tattoo Lucino on here. Which my dumb ass ain't never get it covered up. But guess what? I will. Eventually. When I get around to all this shit. It's been way too long. It's been way overdue. But anyway, I used to run the 9. I used to hang with the mama, the auntie, used to fucking steal. And this was before I had kids, so I was around my 20s, my mid-20s. So I was way old enough to fucking know better, okay? But I'm out here in Chicago, grown, graduated from high school, doing what the fuck I wanted to do, running amok, right? So my dumb ass ended up meeting him, ended up getting pregnant, and was doing all this stuff in the streets, like stealing with his sister, his mama, just doing all the fucked up shit, okay? And so with that being said, I just knew that once I had my first child with him, my stupid ass turned around and had another child with him. But before she was born, I got up out of there. So I ended up going to go to my auntie's house, their building, over east. I went to go stay there. I had to order protection on the motherfuckers and everything. I wanted to, clearly, get the fuck away from these people. Because I'm like, I had one baby by this motherfucker, but y'all motherfuckers is insane, okay? And I made an awful mistake, but it's too late because I not only had one child by this motherfucker, I'm pregnant with my second one. So I got to get my kids out of this environment. First child, first time mama, you know what I'm saying? I'm not raised like that, wasn't brought up like that. I had my dad and my mom in the household growing up. I have a lot of family support, all of that, and I'm the only child. So, and I don't have no siblings. I mean, none. Not no brother, not no sister, not no stepbrother, none of that. So, I was not raised like that. I definitely was choosing the wrong people to fuck around with. But I had made the elective decision for me and my kids to stop fucking with them. So I done got locked up with the auntie, then did stupid ass shit with the grandma, all type of shit. But anyway, once I removed myself, they didn't like that shit. They did not like that shit. And guess what? I didn't give a fuck. But I made a decision for my daughter now. They always tried to find some type of antics or find some type of ways to get to me, but it didn't work. I wasn't following through it. So anyway, I end up, now some of y'all know that I'm into acting. I do stuff like that. So anyway, fast forward, my eldest daughter is almost 17. She'll be 17 this year. My second oldest, that I told y'all, I was pregnant with when I started fucking with them. She's about to be 16. So just imagine that's 14, 15 years up until this point where I kept them away from them. Except for when I got wind that my baby daddy had stomach cancer. They called and notified us after he had passed away. So my two oldest daughters did not get a chance to see their daddy before he passed away. They did not get a chance to go to the hospital. To me, and I don't know the truth, it might have been maliciously done to let us know at the last minute. When we got the wind of that, I got it from my cousin. The other baby mama had notified my cousin, and my cousin ended up telling me on the way to the museum. I had to end up telling my daughters what happened. And my oldest daughter, she was like so sad. I had to try to cheer her up because I understood, like, I lost my dad. My dad passed away too, That's all another story. But I had to cheer my daughter up, you know what I'm saying? She lost her dad. My second oldest daughter, she didn't know him, didn't know them like that. So it was like, so keep that in mind. So, show y'all how much I didn't fuck with them, how much they didn't fuck with me. My mom did take me and my daughters to the funeral home, you know what I'm saying, to go and see their dad, pay their respects. And so, none of the aunties, the cousins, nobody said shit to us like that. Didn't really acknowledge us like that. So now we get past that. Years go by. Nothing. So, now we get to 2023. We get to 2023, the end of 2023, right? I had conceal and carry. I have a FOID card. And so I was in relations with someone at the time, and I guess my oldest daughter wasn't feeling this. So, but nonetheless, I kept my kids out of my relationships because they're kids. They need to mind their motherfucking business. Worry about school. Worry about them books. Do your chores. Stay in child's place. Have fun. Not being a grown folk shit. But anyway. So, nonetheless, that relationship at the time that I don't even know what the fuck it was. I'm not even gonna call it a relationship. It was that's a whole nother story. Y'all wouldn't believe the encounters I've had with stupid people. But anyway, that relationship ended up ending. I ended up getting my weapon taken from me because of that bitch ass nigga. And so, once that happened, I ended up getting that person out of my life and, moved on. So, my daughter, so what happened was she ended up getting into some trouble at school as usual, and I have facts matter of fact, I got a folder up front right now of her incident reports at school, and one of these incidents might be on the report. So anyway, so she ended up calling me. I was at the laundromat one day, and so no, I'm lying. I'm missing a part, and I'm not making this up. I'm telling y'all on my life, this is not no joke. I ended up having a business meeting with my brand ambassadors at a beach. It was very nice. Shout out to my brand ambassadors. And I had ended up letting my daughter go over their the paternal grandmother house and the paternal aunt house, which is their deceased daddy's family, right? They got in contact with me. I was leery of it. They got in contact with me on social media. I really didn't want that. But my daughters were getting older, so I ended up saying, hey, their siblings are older. They got other sisters and a brother. So I'm just like, they're older now. Why not? You know what I'm saying? They should be able to follow the rules of our household and keep that separate, even though that's family. Not cause no drama or no problems, something like that. So anyway, right? Wrong. So I ended up taking my daughter I ended up taking my daughter over there, my oldest daughter over there, to go see the aunt and the grandmother or whatever like that, see what the fuck they was on. And I was smart about it. I kept my second eldest daughter at the house, and I wanted to see how things was going, right? How things were going to play out. So I go over there, but before we go over there, we're walking over there, and I'm telling my daughter, whatever you do not give them our address. I don't want no drama. I have, over time, when my daughters got older, like in their preteens and got into their teenage years, I used to tell them things I'm not proud of, like being in the streets, just acting a fool as a young lady. I wasn't even a mother. I'm talking about acting a fool, just selling drugs. I wasn't doing drugs, but being around niggas that was selling drugs, holding drugs, stealing, doing all type of dumb shit. And I would just tell them, these are the reasons, why I don't want you around them. Yes, that's your family, but we're going to have to figure out some type of other way, because I don't trust them. They have done things to me that I just cannot imagine. And I've seen them do other things to other people that I cannot imagine doing to other people. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up telling my daughter, do not give them our address. Under no circumstances. She said, okay. I made her repeat it. So when we get there, here you go, y'all. When we get there, we on the first floor, which is the grandma house. And I'm like, I see a stripper pole in there. Now, what she do is her business. But the important part is there's other children involved in this, and it's sad. It's really fucking sad. But I'm just going to focus on me and mine when I tell this story. And hopefully it'll help other people if they've ever been in a situation or ever heard of this situation. I don't know. But I got to get this out, because it doesn't just involve them. It's not all on them. It's the city of Chicago. It's DCFS. It's every fucking damn near authority in this city. But I ended up going over there, and I just had a bad feeling. I was on guard, because I don't trust these people. But these are my children's family. So it's worth a shot. Ain't been around no 15 years, so let's go ahead and do it, right? So we go over there. I had my last $40. And I mean my last fucking $40. I had it in my black purse. We get over there. We kicking it. They talking about some, yeah, we gonna go out, this and that, woo, woo, woo. I was like, yeah, we gonna go out, and woo. I'm just playing. I'm just shooting shit. I'm just playing along with them. I'm playing along with them like I'm gonna go out. I'm not going out with y'all. I'm not going out with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all was crazy. But nice try though. So they end up, and it's some more intricate details, but I'm gonna focus on what has been wrongfully done to me, my mom, and my children. The other intricate details will come out later, because yeah, I got a whole shit list of people who I've got revenge back on. That I'm going to get revenge back on. And I mean, sooner than you think. Now, anyway, we get there, and I'm like shooting the shit, acting like I'm going to go out with them, this and this and that. I get a little sleepy. It's getting later in the evening. So I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, I need to get that fuck on up out of here. I don't like the way it felt. So I didn't take heed of that spidey sense that I got to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I end up taking a nap in the living room. And so I'm thinking, because my daughter is there, me being 2 feet from my purse while I lay down on the couch to take a nap would be fine. I take a nap, and I wake up. The first thing I do is look at my purse. My money gone. I'm saying something to my daughter, like, where's my money at? Whatever, this and that. I question everybody in there, and I'm just like, What's I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. I got to go. Cause y'all is fucking playing with me. Y'all starting that bullshit. And I used to roll with y'all, so I know y'all, one of y'all stole it. And I wouldn't put it past my daughter because she's derived from y'all part of the family. So, I mean, I used to steal, but not from my family members, not from my friends. I would steal out of Target Shade, Walmart, Jewels, just stores like that I really like that I didn't have the fucking money for, or I didn't feel like paying for. I would steal out of the stores when I steal from my family or people that I fuck with. Like, so anyway, I'm like, oh hell no. So my daughter, she ended up acting like she was fake. They was all looking for it. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm about to go. So I tell her like, come on, let's get ready to go home, cause you know what I'm saying, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying. So she's like, well, my sister's here, and can I? Da, 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 da. I said, you know what? Go ahead, spend time with your relatives. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be the big bad wolf. They seen her in years, you know. So I'm like, go ahead. But tomorrow, which was a Sunday, you need to come on because Monday you have school, right? You being a sensible parent, I thought. So I had a business meeting with my company, with my brand ambassadors and some of the actors on that Sunday at the beachfront. This is the part I'm starting at the beachfront. And so we were having a good time and stuff like that. This was earlier in the afternoon. So at some point, the meeting was going to end. I had told my daughter, hey, by the time I'm on my way home, you need to, I was up north, way up north. So by the time that, you know, I'm on my way home, you need to be heading home too because you got school on Monday. You need to get yourself prepared, make sure your homework done. Woo, woo. She's like, okay. Now the meeting going on, and then the meeting's about to be over. Me, my brand ambassadors, we all headed back to the cars. And I call her while we walking to the cars. I'm like, hey, Demaya, what's the progress? Are you on your way home? Because my meeting's over. Nah, I just spilled the tea and just gave y'all my daughter's name. But I just trust to believe that ain't nobody gonna play with me. But whatever. So anyway, my daughter, so what happened was my daughter ended up saying like, oh, can I get my hair dyed? My sister want to dye my hair, and I want to do my hair and this and that. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Your hair, I already put a rinse in your hair, so, and I know y'all went to that because I went to cosmetology school. Shout out Truman. I didn't finish, but that's another story. So anyway, I was like, yeah, go ahead. But after that, you need to be heading home. Because you know, I don't fuck with them people. And I don't like them like that. So, get it done and head home. All right. Now, mind you, I came from up north. I stayed near Pulaski, way west. And I'm home and I don't see no child. Or I ain't hear from no child. So I call her. I'm like, what's up? Oh, I got my hair dyed, but I'm trying to see if I can get a quick weave. I said, look, let me tell you something right now. I don't fuck with them. I done told you too many times I don't fuck with them. My money got taken. Excuse me, yeah. My motherfucking money got taken. And I went to my business meeting. I had already told you need to be coming home because you got school on Monday. Like, stop playing with me. And I said, the fact that you probably have me on speakerphone or not, I don't give a fuck. But the fact that you know I don't fuck with them like that, and I told you the reasons why. And I don't expect you to understand because you're a child. But my money got taken. You were there. It's just too much stuff going on. So I need you, because my PTSD is about to go up. I need you to get the fuck home. I mean, right now. And I don't give a fuck if they listen or not. I need you to get home. She ain't like that shit. And they didn't like that shit because it was quiet. I'm going to keep going. So she finally gets home. I'll never know the truth until we end up going to court for this bullshit. If I end up finding the truth. But um, she ended up coming home, and I ended up having a conversation with her and her sister. So when I say yeah, so we was in the kitchen. I said, yeah, I need to have a conversation with y'all. Come on, let's talk. So I said, hey, I know that this is y'all other side of the family. You know, yada, yada, yada. Y'all want to shoot the shit. Y'all need to get acclimated. Y'all around the same age. Y'all teenagers now. Y'all got iPhones. Y'all chat. Good. I said, but for right now, because of the dynamic of the shit that just happened that fast, I'm going to need y'all to pause real quick. And y'all can FaceTime y'all sisters. Y'all can talk whatever. But from right, as far as right now, cut it out. Y'all don't want me going over there. Especially y'all, neither one of y'all be going over there, right? So my daughter gonna tell me, my eldest daughter gonna tell me, well, you know, it's such birthday. Hold on. Yeah, but I'm doing a podcast. I mean not podcast, but a live. So you can smoke and roll your own. Huh? You only got one? Yeah, I ain't smoked since I gave you that one. I've been working on it. Right, but what I'm saying is, do you have another pack or you just got one from him? Oh my God. This is what the fuck I've been talking about. I'm sitting up here trying to do this. Hold on, y'all. God damn. I'm trying to do this live. Okay, y'all, sorry. God damn. One thing I hate is being interrupted in the middle of a good goddamn juicy story while I'm trying to smoke. I just hope that there's no more interruptions. Now, here we go. So, I had this conversation with them, and so I'm letting them know how I feel about what happened. Now, my second eldest daughter, she don't know what's going on. So I just briefly told them, you know, let's put a break, let's put a pause because my money got taken. I don't like how things played out, and I don't like what's going on, right? So my eldest daughter gonna sit up and ask me, can we get such and such a blah, 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 her birthday coming up? I said, no. I don't even know why you asked that in the midst of all of this, but no, absolutely not. So anyway, end up dropping that conversation. So speed forward, my daughter ended up getting in trouble at school. Now, I'm at the laundromat washing out all of our clothes. And so my daughter ended up calling me from her cell phone, like, just fast talking to me, like, yeah, and this teacher did this and this teacher did that. Woo. And she went to art and motion, so she already had a behavior problem there. I always would get in trouble. So I'm like, hold on, slow down. You're trying to fast talk. I don't like a fast talker because it made me feel like you're lying. I don't like a fast talker. Slow down so I can be able to understand what you're saying, compute and comprehend that, so I can assess what's going on. Because you're trying to fast talk me, that means you're trying to pull one off my head. So slow it down. So she ended up telling me, and I'm just like, it just didn't make any sense. So long story long, I ended up getting a phone call from the school, and the school ended up letting me know they had home cam Don't make no fucking sense. They had her on camera. She assaulted her. She was being verbally abusive. None of that, she ended up getting her ass in trouble. So while we were on the phone, I told her, I said, when you get home, I'm gonna fuck you up something decent. I said, because I am sick and tired of you getting in trouble at this goddamn school. You begged and begged and begged to get in that performance art school. You've been in there since 7th grade. I pulled you up out of a school, charter school, just to put you in this one. I'm gonna fuck you up because they're gonna put your ass up out of there. You keep acting a goddamn fool. And keep in mind that I said these things to her because as of today, she has been put out of art motion. But there's a ton more of stories to go before we get to that, okay? Because my mother is involved in this shit. I might as well just go ahead and just tell y'all the whole motherfucking thing and get it on out the way so y'all can hear the whole thing. Y'all, I need y'all ears. I need y'all ears out and listening straight up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell y'all just about everything if I'm able to withstand it, because it might just piss me off, okay? So my daughter didn't like that I told her I was gonna fuck her ass up because I was fed up. I don't really discipline my children. I discipline them in a way by taking things from them that they like. That hurts them even more. Or tell them no when they ask to do something. That hurts them even more, especially when they really want it and they've been looking forward to it. Well, don't look forward to it because you won't be getting it or you won't be doing it. Your privileges are taken, yada, yada, yada. So she didn't like that shit, and so she decides to not fucking come home. So mind you, my mom was buying her venture pass because my daughter was going, I didn't have my car at the time. The city took my car. That's a whole nother story. And did what they did. And so she would take the bus because she went to a different school than her other siblings. And so she didn't come home. My mama, me and her was on the phone and tracked it. Now, I was on the phone with a friend of mine at the time. And I was walking to Jules. I get this text like, yeah, I'm going to kill you, yada, 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 and get this picture with some guns. Now, mind you, I got all this shit still on my phone. I looked at that shit like, come on, bro. What is you? Somebody threatening me? I ain't never in my life been threatened like that. Like, you talking about threatening that somebody was going to kill me? I looked at that motherfucker like, what? Like, you can't be serious. So I'm telling my friend, she like, well, who the fuck is that? So mind you, my daughter then got communication with the aunties and her siblings and stuff like that from her paternal family, from her father's side of the family. And so she done told them that I allowed somebody to sexually assault her or molest her. First of all, never in my motherfucking life will I allow somebody to play with me or my kids. Let alone that whole reason why my gun is taken. And I'm working to get that motherfucker back as we speak. I don't play that shit. I done pulled up that on motherfuckers for playing with me and my kids. And then our family is a tight-knit family. We have ample amount of support. And I've told my daughters, if you felt like you couldn't talk to me, it's okay. Because I felt like that with my mother sometimes. We got a big family. Cousins, aunties, your godmamas, everybody. You have ample amount of support. You got caseworker at school. You got not caseworker, but social worker at school. You got social worker outside of school. You have ample amount of resources. If you feel like you can't talk to me, hell, I wouldn't have been. I'm not offended because I'm the one telling you this. I'm your mom. I understand because I went through that. I don't like talking to my mom sometimes, even when I was growing up. So I get it. But you sitting up here saying that I allowed somebody to do something to you, and you chose to tell this family this. Okay. Now they're threatening to kill me. So now it's up in the air. So I end up going back and forth and argue with them. So by the time I get back home, because this is where it's getting really, really sticky. And this is everybody that I'm telling about in this story, I hate with a passion. I fucking hate y'all. I fucking hate y'all. I swear to God, I hate y'all. Y'all gonna forever be on my fucking shit list. I get home, my baby daddy texts me. You let somebody, now mind you, I have two baby daddies. My first baby daddy is deceased. My two oldest kids, father. My second baby daddy, which I have no more. My second baby daddy, you let somebody touch them and woo this and this. I'm like, first of all, if you don't get the fuck off my phone with that bullshit, and these ain't even your kids. Get the fuck on. Worry about your own motherfucking kids we got together. You feel? Get the fuck up off of my phone with that shit. So I wasn't engaging. At this point, I'm talking to my mother on the phone. Because we're trying to figure out where the hell my daughter is. So I'm panicking because she still ain't at home yet. So, and she wasn't answering the phone for me, my mama. So I'm panicking. It's 6-something in the evening. Probably past that at that point. So I'm ignoring my baby daddy. So he ended up calling me while I'm on the phone with my mama. I'm in the kitchen. You let somebody touch them or this and that. This is like his stepkids. So he's still like, even though we ain't been together in 10, 11 years, he still considered them, some children that he cared about that I had. So I guess he called himself getting on my case for allowing somebody allegedly to do something to my daughter. Anyway, I told him to get the fuck off my phone. I got to tell him in the text and hung up. So I get back on the phone with my mama and tell her what happened. So she was like, I don't know. So we trying to block everything out and try to figure out what the fuck my daughter is. She's a minor. She ain't at home. It's getting late. It's getting dark. She's not responding to texts or calls. I'm freaking out. I go upstairs to my room. And so, mind you, I had already been getting death threats. I had already been panicking and still was panicking about my daughter not being home yet. I'm on the phone, getting all these text messages, all this harassment, and I'm talking on the phone trying to figure things out. So I end up calling the police. I had to call them a few times. And they were taking a good while to get to my house. So my Ring doorbell ended up going off. So my bedroom window was open. And so what I ended up saying while I was on the phone, I said, whoever's at my door, y'all better be gone by the time I get downstairs. Because I kept hearing my shit go off. And while I was looking at my camera on my phone, I saw a motherfucker standing in front of my house, but I couldn't see who it was because it was super dark. And there was trees in the way. Now, at the same time, I was preparing dinner. My kids supposed to be taking their baths and getting their stuff in the tub. But my daughter, Divine, she still had her school stuff on because she was helping me cook dinner. So, and I just gave y'all my other daughter's name. So, I ended up going downstairs to see who the fuck it was. It's my baby daddy. Now, mind you, before I even came downstairs, a while had passed and I ended up going upstairs and some time had passed and I had my bedroom door closed. So how my house was, if you've ever been to my old house, it's like you can't hear you won't even know if my kids is there. It'd be like, I had like 5 levels. So in my room, if my door was closed, like those was the thick walls, like if one of my teenagers decided to sneak out, I'm in my room, my door is closed. I can't hear that, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're loud with it. So I ended up going downstairs, fast forwarding. I ended up going downstairs to see who it was. It's my baby daddy. Imagine I'm still on the phone with my mama. I'm like, why the fuck is red in front of my baby daddy? His fat, round, big back, pimple back ass. I cannot stand him. his ass show up at my motherfucking door. And I'm just like, first of all, it's 11 o'clock at night. Our kids got school. My kids got school. They got school in the morning. You came from motherfucking Indiana. You don't even do that shit for our kids that we have together. You went out of your way to drive 30, 45 minutes to come to my motherfucking crib. You ain't never popped up at my motherfucking crib. So what's up? The fuck is you doing in front of my motherfucking house for? Bitch. You let somebody touch your kids. I said, if you don't get the fuck from out the front of my motherfucking house, I said, bitch, I ain't never in my motherfucking life let nobody touch my motherfucking kids. You got me all the way fucked up. And you about to get fucked up for popping up at my motherfucking crib. I just want to see her, make sure my kids are straight. Come on, go ahead. I ain't gonna come in there because you may do. Then what the fuck you bring your fat ass here for? The fuck do you want? You got me fucked up. At this point, I'm bugging up. My eyes getting big and huge, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck my daughter is, and you come popping out of my crib, causing some static, and you gonna get hurt in the midst. So what the fuck is up? The fuck on somewhere. Whole time it was a distraction. So me and my mother finding out later on as time went on. And so DCFS comes to my motherfucking crib. They come to my motherfucking crib, and the lady says, yeah, I just got through seeing both of y'all daughters. And I looked at her like, come again? Think her name was Miss Harvey. By the way, Miss Harvey, she didn't want anything to do with what was going on later on, and we ended up getting another caseworker. And anything that the caseworker that they ended up transferring over to gave my mom a hard time about, when I reverted to Miss Harvey, which is the initial DCFS lady that took care of and came to the house and went to go see where they were, whatever like that, she didn't want to have no involvement in it. And it was a little weird. And it's going to get weirder the more and more I tell y'all everything. It's so fucking weird. It makes me sick. Sick to my motherfucking stomach. Okay? And so, just think about, as I tell this story, and it's not a story, made up story, it's not a script. This is my real life. And y'all see my mugshot. Part of the reason why I have a mugshot is because of this story. So keep listening, tuning in. When she got there, I was confused as fuck. Because she said she just got through seeing both of my daughters. Now, mind you, I know only one of my daughters hadn't came home from school. What you mean, my other daughter? She said, yeah, the money in the van. I said, no, the van upstairs. She like, no, I just got through seeing them on such blah, 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 on Loomis. Come again? How the fuck did the van get there? Now, I missed the part. I had called the police tried to report my first daughter not coming home, and I wanted to file a missing persons report. The police, it's either the 7th district or the 8th district, one of the two. But those two police districts I have an issue with, and I got a court case that I'm trying to pull right now and get it started with these fuckheads. But they told me that I could not file a missing persons report because it has not been 24 hours. Mind you, my daughter is a minor. That's number one. Number two, I told the police where she might have been because she wasn't at none of my aunt's house. So the common denominator was them. And so when I ended up giving the police the phone number because they was giving me such a hard fucking time. I hate talking about these bitches. I gave them the phone number, they ended up calling and ended up going getting in their car or whatever like that. Mind you, when I was filing a police report about my eldest daughter being missing, I had whatever like that. Mind you, when I was filing a police report about my eldest daughter being missing, I had asked my second eldest daughter to go check on the food. So anyway, long story long, they end up saying that, oh, she's safe, she's at the paternal grandmother's house, yada yada yada, and I'm like, okay, I still have my parental rights. Can y'all go and get my daughter from the fuck from over there? Because she don't belong over there. And she's my child. She has no right being a... Yeah, there's a relative, but me, the parent who has my legal rights, don't want her over there. So reason why I don't want her over there. They gave me a hard time. I had to give up. I said, all right, cool. All right, whatever. We'll figure it out. I had to play it so motherfucking calm because I know it's going to spiral out of control. Now, mind y'all, while that was going on, speed back up to where part I told y'all DCFS came after my baby daddy came. I ended up finding out that my second daughter was gone. So some kind of way while I was in my room talking to my mom, my second oldest daughter snuck out of the house. And that's why I saw two people on my camera. And when I got down there, it was only my fat ass baby daddy. And I'm not trying to make jokes out of this. He did look like a combination of two people. But in actuality, that other person that was not there anymore by the time I got downstairs to the door was my daughter, my second oldest daughter. And I just... my PTSD is going up, it's so high. But I'm going to go ahead and commit and continue the story. And if my phone shall die in the middle of this story, I hope not. I need to just make sure what my commit and continue the story. And if my phone shall die in the middle of this story, I hope not. I need to just make sure what my phone is. I need to just make sure what my phone is. Hold on, y'all. So, okay, so, I was so distraught when the DCFS lady told me she just got through seeing both of them or whatever. She wanted to check on my other children that were in the house. Excuse me. And I went in, I was like, they're still asleep. Now, mind you, it's after 11 o'clock at night on a school night while this is going on. So she ended up checking them. They was good, and it was just stressful. So me and my mother had devised a plan. We ended up talking about it, and we devised a plan. And so my mother and her boyfriend, they end up going to Art in Motion so they can get my eldest daughter, catch her there. And then I was going to do the liberty of going to go get my second eldest daughter that was at the other school, Barbara Sizemore. It's a lot to unravel because Barbara Sizemore and Art in Motion, they play a part in a lot of this bullshit that's going on right now too. And so when I got to Barbara Sizemore, my mother was trying to catch my eldest daughter. My second eldest daughter was clowning, acting a fool at the school. So I went up there. When it was time to pick them up, I went up there. The plan was for me to get my three youngest children and then get an Uber, get my second oldest daughter, catch her, get an Uber, and take the Uber and get my daughter over at the school with my mom and stuff at Art Motion. That plan was an epic fail. So I ended up calling the police. I had an temporary order of protection with me. I ended up calling the police to the school like, hey, I just want to let you guys know briefly what's going on. My daughters, there's a family issue going on, and my daughters, I am trying to keep them away from certain family members because it's a danger to the environment. If I so happen to call you guys back up to the school, y'all will know why. I don't fucking trust police. They always say, yeah, got you. Noted. We'll make sure we do that. Don't believe them. They some motherfucking liars. Because when I did that, I was in the office talking to the person, Mama Carla, fat round head, Captain Patch ass. And so, I mean, that's somebody, we talking. We're like, yeah, she's doing so good. We got her grades back up, her behavioral problems, and yada, 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 imagine. Side note, my daughter, my second eldest daughter, has Crohn's disease. If you don't know what Crohn's disease is, look it up. CROHN''S. And so, we're talking about how she's doing so good despite that. So my daughter, my second eldest daughter, she coming in the office. It's time to go. And I told them to hold her before she want to leave. She like, can I use the bathroom? I got a real bad feeling, right? So I'm looking like, I didn't know what it was, but I got a real bad feeling. So she go in the bathroom. The assistant principal, Mama Carter, said, you go to the bathroom right here in the office. So my daughter ended up going to the bathroom in the office. I'm sitting there like, something ain't right. Something about to happen, bro. I don't feel it. My spidey senses is tingling. Next thing you know, while I'm trying to continue to finish talking to the principal, I see somebody jump out the damn window. I'm like, oh, hell no. I just know my motherfucker did not jump out the window. I'm like, that's my daughter. So the principal like, what? I ended up running, shooting out the office with order protection. They ended up running, security ended up running because I had already told everybody at the school what was going on. And so my daughter just started darting outside. Like just trying to get her, she was just clowning. And they were trying to hold her, they wouldn't hold her. And I'm out there like telling her to stop acting crazy. And it was just a big mess. So when my daughter was running across the street, there were cars coming. The security of the school was chasing after her to apprehend her. At the same time, I had already called the police again to come back up there. And then my mom and her boyfriend had pulled up in front of the school because they were no luck at the other school. They never got a chance to get to my daughter. She was not seen at the school. It just was so weird. So by the time my mama and her boyfriend got to the school, I was out there yelling at the goddamn police with the order protection. Do you think they gave a fuck about the order protection? Because guess what? They saw my daughter running in the street and them cars coming. I'm asking them to go and help her and apprehend her. They was arguing back and forth with me, giving me a history lesson. I didn't have time for that. So my mom was trying to calm me down, telling me to stop. I'm like, no. Hell no. They got me fucked up. She running in the street, so I'm trying to calm her down. So I see a black truck where my daughter is, drop some people off. Imagine my mama's boyfriend was going where my daughter, Divine, was, trying to calm her down and see what was going on. My mama was slowly walking over there too. So I guess the police, it's just so much going on. The police end up making their way over there too. But I'm sitting there trying to figure out, who is this in this red hair getting dropped off? I'm thinking it's my eldest daughter because I hadn't seen her yet. Nope. It was one of the sisters. One of the fucking sisters from my other baby mama. So my two oldest daughters' sister. So I get over there. Now, mind you, I had a dagger. It was a film prop. I had a dagger, but I could also use it as a weapon. It was a real dagger. Had it in my black hoodie. And so, I'm going over here. It's the brother the other brother and the sister there. I'm just like, why the fuck would y'all mom? I'm out there like, why the fuck would y'all mom even drop y'all off? Where the fuck y'all motherfucking mom at? Why the fuck is y'all out here in this bullshit? Like, that's not even smart, being a parent. Why didn't she get her ass out here, you know what I'm saying, and try to figure what was up? Why she drop y'all off? So we arguing and shit like that. I said, yeah, also, y'all want to be grown, I'm going to beat y'all motherfucking ass out here like y'all grown. I don't give a fuck what y'all tell y'all motherfucking mouth. And whoever y'all motherfucking tell, because y'all ain't got no business out here. And then, why the fuck? Really, TikTok? I ain't even did that. But I'm like, why the hell y'all tripping like this? Where's the adults? So my daughter, the ambulance ended up coming, the white shirt, the police, the sheriff, not the sheriff, but the captain or whatever like that, white shirt ended up coming. We ended up having to disperse and go to the hospital because my daughter ended up jumping out the window. This is where St. Bernard comes in, St. Bernard Hospital. I hate them fuck kids too. So I get in the car with my mom and her boyfriend. We end up going around to St. Bernard Hospital. So I end up telling the front desk. I end up telling the front desk personnel when we got there. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Look what you about to do. Why did you do that for? Anyway, we looking for some blunt. So, I gotta make me laugh. I'm trying to talk about something serious, but I ended up getting to St. Bernard Hospital. Me, my mom, my mom's boyfriend, and at this point we had got my 3 youngest kids from school. And so, as soon as I got there, I told, excuse me, y'all. As soon as I fucking got there, I told the front desk bitch, bro, y'all don't know how bad I still want to knock this bitch teeth out. I swear to God. The security officer I told, and this front desk bitch I told. When I looked around, I see cameras. And plus, I used to work for St. Bernard Hospital, which is even more fucked up. I'm going to get them motherfuckers. I swear to God I am. So, I told the front desk bitch, I said, whatever you do, I'm going to be sitting right there in the lobby. Don't let nobody go and back there and see my daughter without asking me first with my permission. And I used to work in healthcare. So if I said, don't let nobody go in the back to see my motherfucking daughter, that's what the fuck I mean. Especially if I'm sitting in the lobby and you can ask me if it's okay. She said, okay. I said, yeah, all right, I don't want to mess. I'm letting you know right now, I don't want to mess. I'm letting you know, don't let nobody go in the back. But I asked you. So, what ended up happening is, I ended up sitting down in the lobby. My mom was making a phone call. I was making a phone call. My mom's boyfriend was making a phone call. We always making phone calls. It was getting late in the day. My mom was like, we gotta go to the house, check on the dog. We're gonna grab something to eat. What you want from McDonald's? And that. I was a little worried. Because with them leaving, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Because if something was gonna jump off, which it did, she was gonna get wild, and it did. So then I'm leaving, and I didn't feel right. I had that spidey sense tinkling again. Now I'm sitting there. I got my dagger in my hoodie. Now, man, I ended up persuading the police to give me my dagger back after they took it from me the first time, because I knew I was gonna need it again. I've had that bitch in my hoodie. I had an all black hoodie. I'll tell y'all exactly what I had. I had an all black hoodie. I had my red and white chucks. And then I forgot what pants I had on. But I'm sitting in the lobby, and so I see the auntie, my baby daddy's sister, my deceased baby daddy's sister. I see her fat roly-poly stank neck ass pull up to the motherfucking desk. I'm sitting in the lobby like, Takara, what you doing here? That hoe looked back at me, and they let that hoe go to the back. I said, oh, hell. I threw my hands up. Imagine I'm in the lobby with other people. I said, oh, hell no. I ended up calling my mama. Now, before I ended up calling my mama, I ended up telling the front desk bitch, I said, I could have sworn I done told you not to let nobody go in the back. And I'm sitting right here. Not to let nobody go in the back without my motherfucking permission. I ain't let nobody go in the back. And then the people in the lobby was like, yes, you did. We all seen you. And there's cameras, ho. Trust to believe when I take this shit to court, when I ask them a request for them to pull the motherfucking cameras. And when it goes out, and if I get a hold of that shit, I promise y'all I'm going to post it. I'm going to let everybody. I'll post it on YouTube. If I get that motherfucking, if they could go back to that recording in the motherfucking hospital and y'all see what happened, bro, I'm going to be shocked to see what happens. Because this is what happens next. I flipped the fuck out. So next thing you know, my mama said, Mom, get here fast. They just let Takara fast go in the back room. She said, okay, man, wait. Well, you better. I was on edge. I mean, edge. By the time that they got my mama and my mama boyfriend and my youngest kids got there, they came. My cousin Ariel came. The police. It was like 10 to at least 12 police, including the motherfucking white collar, the boss. My baby daddy mama, my baby daddy's sister, so like everybody just came in at one time. And so, and then, and the other baby mama, she decides to bring her big bobblehead ass through. Okay? And so, as they came in though, my baby daddy's mother, my mama, and my mama's boyfriend, they all arguing about the front desk. And I'm yelling like, now imagine my 3 youngest kids was behind me. I'm like, would y'all just stop? Y'all, it's these kids, you know, ooh, what the fuck are y'all going on? Like, stop. So the other baby mama, she gonna sit up there and say, oh, and you motherfucking was trying to say this and this and you was gonna beat. I said, yeah, bitch, because you had no business dropping your motherfucking kids off, ugly asshole, and you should have been there. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Straight up. What you dropping your kids off for? Goofy asshole. You want to claim you Murphy? Bitch, don't nobody give about no motherfucking being no Murphy. You been wanting to do that for years. The nigga dead. Sorry, but not sorry. And I been ain't want to be no motherfucking Murphy, hoe. Straight up. Fuck is you talking about? I been stopped fucking with him before my second daughter was born. Don't nobody want to claim being no ugly ass fucking Murphy, bitch. Talking about this hoe is another motherfucking life. Cause I'll drag this hoe to the motherfucking end. Fuck is you talking about? Like, she drives me. So, with that being said, when she walked up on me, or thought she was gonna walk up on me, I pulled my motherfucking dagger out. Now, man, the ugly ass grandma, she. And by meaning ugly, I'm not calling nobody ugly, like, and I ain't tucking my tail either. Like, to be honest, the grandmother is not ugly. She is actually beautiful, and I just never understood out of all these years why she, I don't understand all of them, like, none of them is really ugly for real on my baby daddy's side. That's why my daughters are beautiful, with the likes of me too, in my genes. But y'all, like, the grandma is number one, too old. She's not even in her 60s yet, but number one, she's too old, been through too much shit, and she's like, she has beautiful tones, beautiful skin, and I'm just being a real bitch. Like, why the fuck is you acting like a horse? You and this stallion ass bitch of a bobblehead hoe that I never ever liked and tried to be friends with for the sake of the kids, but this bitch got some type of stems missing out of her brain. I don't know. She's been missing them for a long time. But that's another story. But when I pulled my shit out and was getting ready to attack the other baby mama with the dagger. The grandma was trying to come on the other end. And I'm just looking at her at the corner of my eye like, you're not even trying to hit me for real. Because if you was trying to sneak and hit me, you would have got poked. You would have got poked. It would have took one slice. Poke. And I could have put it down at that point. Do you want to fight or you want to get stabbed? Like, you can take your pick. I can do either one. But luckily for y'all, the police is right here. So the police, once I pull my weapon out, the police every last police officer, they pulled and drew their guns out. Mind you, my kids are behind me. That's another reason why I pulled my motherfucking dagger out. Because y'all got me y'all got me fucked up. And the police was standing there watching this shit while this bitch walking up on me and thought I wasn't going to protect myself. And I got my kids behind me. I'm going to poke every last motherfucker that try to charge at me while my kids right here. Anybody that try to charge me, whether my kids are there or not, you going to get poked. Straight up. They drew their guns out on me. My mother ends up yelling and telling me to drop my weapon. And the police got both of my arms. They strong armed me on each side. So I got the dagger in my hand. I ended up just dropping it like, all right, whatever. But everybody put their guns down because my mama kept asking to put their guns down. But this particular one that was on this side of me, this motherfucking creep, I don't even know what to call this motherfucker. He still had his gun drawn on me. I'm just like, at this point, I didn't give a fuck what they was going to do. If y'all was going to pop me. And that would have been all she wrote. But what you're not going to do is play with me before I go out. I will beat the fuck out of every last one of y'all motherfuckers. Luckily for the rest of them, they put their guns down. But you, my nigga, you didn't put your gun down. And I'm standing there like, nigga, put that motherfucking gun down. Y'all don't scare me. Put the motherfucking gun down. Straight up. Like, I put this on my life. I said this shit. I'm not scared of no motherfucking police. And still to this day, I talk to them the way I fucking want to talk to them. I'll tell y'all incidents about this house right here, how like a weird ass cop that came to my house some months ago. That's a whole nother situation. They ass weird. But I ended up getting apprehended. I didn't fight. I didn't put up a fight. I'm like, yeah, y'all get me up out of here. Y'all did right. That's exactly what I told them. I said, yeah, y'all did right. Get me on up out of here. Let everybody be stabbed. Get me on up out of here before I stab everybody in here. Because number one, this hoe at the desk had no business letting nobody go in the back in the first place. So I should poke you too, ho. And I should poke every last one of y'all cops for pulling their guns out on me. I hope y'all burn in fucking hell. I hope St. Bernard burn in hell. I hope every last hoe up in that bitch catch crabs, rabies, get their ass smacked, beat the fuck up. I hope the police have a miserable ass life and burn in hell. It's a lot of shit I wish on them. Because when I got locked up, they were so cruel to me. And here's what I'm talking about. Now, I got hypertension. If some of y'all don't know, what is hypertension? High blood pressure. Look it up. They had the cuffs on me. Now, I'm in the back of the car. I'm telling my mama, hey, get my purse, make sure my phone and all that stuff. She's like, all right. So, the police that arrested me there outside the hospital went in their mouth. I'm in the back seat like, hey, now mind you, it's two police officers, they run in their mouth. One of them was female, the whole that put the cuffs on me. Another one was a male cop. And then the one that was in the car that I was in, he was sitting in the driver's seat. So I'm in the back. I said, hey, yeah, I understand that I'm arrested. I don't really care about that, but can y'all loosen the cuff on my wrist? Now my window was down a little bit, so can y'all loosen the cuff on my wrist? Now my window was down a little bit, so the motherfucker because I want this live to stick, and I'm gonna come back at another date and finish the rest of the story because it's way, way more. The cop that was in front of me, I want to punch that bitch in his head. And if I would have had my dagger, I would have poked him in the back of his head too. He ignored me when I asked for him to loosen my cuff. I didn't say take it off. I asked him to loosen it because I have hypertension and this bitch was tight as fuck on me. You talking about tight? My motherfucking wrist was pulsating. So I end up saying, "Oh, you ignoring me?" Okay. So I end up yelling out the window, "Hey, yeah, young lady, yeah, you, the one that put the cuffs on me, can you loosen these motherfucking cuffs up, please?" Yeah, we're almost done here. I'll loosen them up. We're not that far from the station. Oh, okay. I see. Y'all play on me because I played y'all bitch card up in there. Oh, okay. Alright, I got something for y'all. So when she finally got done, which was another 5 to 7 minutes of talking, after I asked her to loosen up, she got her ugly Hispanic bald head ass in the car. And I asked her, I said, "Please, before we get there, I've asked you, can you loosen my cuffs? That wrist is super tight." "Oh, we're not that far." Give me the same script. Okay, so by the time we got there, I was super furious. My shit throbbing. I mean, throbbing at this point, right? So we get there. I said, "I promise you, if you are the one to take these cuffs off of me, you're going to wish you hadn't, because I'm going to choke the fuck up of you." Yeah, I've been there threatening police officers, and because once you let these motherfuckers off, after I done asked you too many times, and you just clearly showing me that neither one of y'all give a fuck, and you don't want to put the motherfuckers on me, and I asked you several times to loosen them up because I have high blood pressure, and you didn't, and you made me wait even longer. Yeah, I'm going to hurt you, girl. It's exactly what I told her. I'm going to hurt you, girl. You bet not be the one to take them off, because I am going to hurt you. I'm going to be in that motherfucker for a long time. You might as well book me, because I'm going to hurt you. Because I'm tired of asking. You know she was not the one to take the cuffs off me. It was the black man that took the cuffs off me. Matter of fact, the two that was in the car, they weren't the ones that took the cuffs off me. They had someone else take them off me. Because at that point, I had told them, before they took them off, I said, I'm going to need to get a supervisor. And y'all going to take pictures of my wrists. Y'all going to take pictures of my wrists. Because I was tired of asking that young lady to take these motherfuckers and loosen them. But because she didn't, y'all better get a motherfucker supervisor. And I'm a clown in this bitch until y'all do it. And that's what I did. Of course, proper protocol I am hearing. They took the shoestrings for suicidal watch, yada, 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 yada. I ain't no fuck about none of that. And what was also so weird, when I got my fingerprint done, the guy that was on my fingerprints gonna ask me how was I doing today. I'm like, how am I doing today? I'm getting fingerprinted and you ask me how am I doing. Do the motherfucking fingerprint and shut the fuck up. So that was that. It was just all weird. Weird. Weird all the way around. And that's not even the half of it. So I got booked or whatever. And shout out to my mom and her boyfriend, because they was the ones that picked me up. Y'all think that's the end of that? Nope, that's not the end of the story. And I'm going to have to end it because my phone about to die. And my phone about to die, but there is going to be a part 2 and a part 3 of this. Because this ain't even half of it. Like, my mother. Now, my past, I've had misdemeanors. I can tell y'all stories for days about my behavior. But I never turned on my family. I stopped talking to them, stopped fucking with them, but to this extreme, no. Even as a teenager. But, it's real sad. My mom was so fucked up. is a retired City of Chicago registered nurse. She had been a registered nurse for about as old as I am, so about 30-some years, like 30-some years. And she's, of course, you cannot be a nurse, have a background for that many years. She's worked for the Board of Health, Roseland Board of Health, when it was still up and running, so they closed it down. When she worked by Tri-City, out there northwest, by the VA hospital, by the county hospital. And so my mom has never been arrested. And so I'll get to the information that has led up to my mom getting arrested. But in the midst of all this, in this other family, my mom has gotten arrested. She had to have a public defender. She got locked up, and she was in the county for the whole weekend, for 3 days. My mom is in her early 60s. Let me just let that sit. Yep. And just to give you a little hint, my mother got locked up and got charges pressed against her from people that were not at the scene. It was all speculation of hearsay of my mother choking my daughter for being disrespectful. The people that pressed charges weren't even there to even witness or see that, and the police allowed the other family to press charges against my mother, and my mother got locked up. I got the picture in my phone. What makes it sad, my daughter is the one that sent the picture to my phone and was laughing about it and told me to put this in my film. I mean, it's real sad. It's a lot more things that happened before that, but I'm gonna get up off of here. If you guys want to hear more of this journey that me and my mom are still taking a ride for 2 years later, please follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. DM me, comment, I have, since I've been through this situation, I have been grateful enough to meet other ladies and speak with other ladies that have the same or similar issues with the City of Chicago, DCFS. Fuck ass police. I am grateful to have, those relationships and those rapports. And if there's women out there that have problems, and it's just Chicago alone and other places, we are in the midst of making a podcast for that, specifically to hear other people's stories, whether they survived them, what they did, their story, their journey, the support they did get, the support they didn't get, the court cases they filed, the court cases they did not file, they want to, based off the statute of limitations. I am not an attorney, nor do I plan to be an attorney, but I am about business, whether it's my personal life or with my business. But with this, me and my mom are going to fight. We are not going to let this go, because it is sad dealing with this still in 2025, and it's gotten worse. So you guys, I thank you for tuning in, listening to me. I will continue tomorrow and give you guys the remainder of the information of my journey. That mugshot on my page, I'm not proud of, but I also am not afraid to let people know my background. I'm not proud of it, but I'm also not ashamed of it, because I'm not out here trying to take advantage of people, nor do I want to, nor do I have the need to or the desire to. I mind my own fucking business. I worry about my own shit. I do be in doing the kiki and talking about motherfuckers on social media. Motherfuckers be talking about me. It's just a social media world. I'm an actress. I'm this, I'm that. I don't be in a mess like that. And if I am, when I'm ready to, trust me, you will know. But this part of my life and my journey is not one where I would ever wish on my worst enemy. It's gotten to the point with this situation that me and my mom has dealt with and still dealing with, to the point where I'm just out here praying for their ass, because it's sad. I mean, you talking about sad? All I can say is you gotta be careful with your kids. Investigate their family. Investigate them, their family. Investigate your own self and your family. You feel me? So, I got a little bit of a headache talking about all this, because it does make me angry. It actually pisses me off. I have cried. I have gotten furious. I have gotten sad. I have gotten depressed. I have gotten therapy. I ain't even got to tell y'all about how the DCFS played the role and how they weird asses played the role. I actually had to go down to their office and show my face, and they were still being weird. In my face. Playing in my face. When I tell y'all that part about how weird they was playing in my face, it was having me going circles like I was boo-boo through. I even had called and had DCFS do a wellness check where they were, and they never followed up with me. So, that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. But I'm going to expose everybody that ever fuck with me or my kids. Whether I get clout from it or not, that's not my concern. What I care about is exposing motherfuckers that ain't right. Ain't right. And it involves kids. If you out in this world, let me just say this before I get up off this motherfucker. If you out in this world and you manipulating kids and you out here trying to gain shit because of some kids, you is a fucking fool. You an actual dickhead. You actually need to not even be on this motherfucking earth. Because if you have to stoop that motherfucking low to manipulate a child to get what you want or trying to accomplish, you're weak. You're weak. You're weak. You have no bones. You have no backbone. You have no brain. You're retarded. Like, I swear to God, like, if you gotta stoop that low to manipulate a child to get, like, you will never be shit. Ever. I mean, ever. You want to manipulate some shit, which it ain't right in the first motherfucking place. Don't do that with no kids. And guess what? It ain't just my baby daddy's side of the family. My family was being sneaky in the midst of that too. See, that's a whole other side of the story I gotta tell you. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, it really does something to me when I hear my baby daddy or I hear other people asking my kids about what the fuck I like. Don't ask my kids shit. Ask me, bitch. You want to know? Ask me. But you're too scary, too much of a punk, so you want to go through my kids for that. That's what's going to get you fucked up. Get your teeth knocked out. Because, see, you can ask me. And depending on how you ask me, you may get spared. But do not ask my kids shit. If you ain't trying to ask about their actual well-being and be genuinely concerned, get out of here. Go on. Get. out. Fuck. I ain't never in my life spitting on a motherfucker is the most disrespectful thing that you can ever do. But I will talk up as much mucus and spit, saliva that I have accumulated for over the last several years for even being involved with these motherfucking people, and I will spit it down their motherfucking throats and won't look back. I've been through too much. And what's so crazy is I have been the calmest I could ever be, and I'm wondering if I ain't trying to go back to jail. I got so much to lose. You know what I'm saying? I already let motherfuckers do the trickery and do the okie doke on me, and I end up getting myself played and locked up because of these motherfuckers. But trust and believe. And if y'all watching, I don't give a fuck either. Because if y'all listening, like, do y'all really think that y'all don't stay that far from me? So, don't y'all really think if I really wanted to be on that, I could have been on that? I don't be thinking about y'all. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. On top of that, I never liked y'all. Ever. Here's why. Because y'all tried to play that manipulative shit on me. Didn't work. You see, I had a strong mind. And I have family support, and y'all don't like that. I know y'all not loved. I know y'all ain't never been loved or ever will be loved. Real. I know, Takara, you have a battery in your back. You damn near as old as me. And you let your mama play puppeteer. You're too fat and you're too old to be letting somebody manipulate you like that. But you're too scary. Too much of a pussy. Because you know you get your ass beat if you don't do what she says. You have no backbone, bitch. And it's always a fat hoe that ain't got no backbone. The ones that ain't got no backbone and the big bitch that always think that they got it all don't. Okay? I watched you. Even when we was still in the Tarjay together, I watched you be a puppet and your mother be a puppet master. Those are the names that I give for these people. I got a name for every fuck face that has ever done anything to me or my children or my family period. Yeah, it's a fuck face. Yeah. None of these motherfuckers that I've ever encountered that has done detriment to me and my children's life have ever had an inkling of a backbone. I just know they ain't never been loved. And nobody will ever love you or show you love. I mean real love, genuine love. Not the love to try to bribe you to let you use their social security number or use their SSI shit to buy you some Louis Vuitton purses and boots. Please don't get me started. Please. I will expose y'all asses. And if I gotta be transparent about my doing to expose you hoes, I will. And I ain't even do shit with regular motherfuckers too in Chicago. What? Run the streets, be on the 9, be on 6th, 7th and Rose with the guys. And people I went to grammar school with and high school with. Nah, baby, y'all top tier. Y'all top tier. Y'all, and guess what's so sad? Y'all been like that 15, 20 years ago when I first met y'all fucking face asses. Y'all still on the same shit. That's why I sent you the long ass text. Like, I'm praying for y'all. Straight up, and I'm not being funny. It's sad. And for you to be an auntie and for you to be a grandmother, it's sad. And you to be the auntie, you ain't got no obligations, ho. You ain't got no kids of your own. So you don't give a fuck about no kid, family or not, because you ain't never gave, nobody ever gave a fuck about you. Your mama ain't never gave a fuck about you. Your mama don't even give a fuck about herself. Don't. I just pray that my daughters learn their family. Yeah, my mother has came up with a plan, but I will continue to tell our story. I just had to get that shit out. Y'all see what it does to me. It is very exhausting. This is a whole 2 years later. I'm finally getting the courage enough to even talk about it because it does do something to me. It really does do something to me. And I'm not for one to be crying on no camera unless I'm caught off guard. I'm not going to sit up here and get on no motherfucking social media and be shedding no tears for no likes or no motherfucking clout. I just can't say, I can't do that. It has to be natural. I'm not going to make myself cry. If anything, I'm not going to make myself do anything because this is all genuine. I really got a headache. And this really does something to me. It really does. I don't like the police. I don't like DCFS. I don't think nobody does. I don't like the city of Chicago. I don't like some of these school systems. These school systems act like they scared of these kids. They let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's just, Chicago didn't got pussy. Chicago didn't got real pussy. And I ain't talking about the people in it. I'm talking about the fuck face that be in charge. They just be bragging and boasting. Y'all don't be making shit right for motherfucking kids. Y'all don't be making shit right for motherfuckers that's here. Like, but everybody want to be here. Everybody want to come and how they concerts here and do this and do that. Like, this man, Chicago, that lost its touch and its foundation, and it has just been a shit show. Alright, y'all. I want this live to make it. So I'm going to get up off of here. And I will give you guys the rest of the details at another time. Possibly tomorrow. This full story will be on the podcast. But I need to regain my energy from this bullshit of the story. It makes me tired.